The cold metal of the handcuffs snapped around my wrists, and I swear the entire room stopped breathing. Thanksgiving dinner. Candles flickering, plates still warm, my aunt's laughter still hanging in the air, and my own sister Emily standing over me, eyes gleaming with something darker than triumph. "You're under arrest," she said, loud enough for every cousin, uncle, and grandmother to hear. I looked up at her, searching for the little girl who used to cry into my shoulder when Dad was drunk again. She wasn't there anymore, Dot. All I saw was hate. Dot, my heart didn't break in that moment, Dot. It exploded. Dot, 25 years of deployments. Bullets, nightmares, medals pinned to my chest while I was still bleeding. All of it crashed down on me right there at the table where we used to steal extra pie. Slices together. I felt every pair of eyes on me. Shame, confusion, pity. Dot, and Emily. She was smiling. A small, sharp, victorious smile. I wanted to scream. I wanted to beg Dot. Instead, I just whispered, "Why?" She leaned in so only I could hear. "Because you don't get to come back." The hero while I buried Mom alone. That was the knife. Dot, not the cuffs. Her words I had missed. Mom's funeral because I was in a desert half a world away, leading an operation that saved 47 lives. I watched the service on a grainy satellite feed at 3 a.m., crying so hard the medic thought I was having a breakdown. I never told anyone. I just kept sending money home, unsigned checks, so Emily wouldn't have to sell the house. I thought I was protecting her. Turns out I was just giving her more reasons to hate me. Let me tell you about the years she spent sharpening that hate. Wow. I was learning how to keep my hands from shaking after firefights. Emily was changing bedpans, holding Mom's hand through chemo, listening to Dad's drunken apologies until he finally drank himself into the grave. Every missed birthday, every Christmas I spent in a bunker, every time she had to explain to Mom why Vicky can't come home this year. Another brick went into the wall. Between us, Dot, I knew she was angry. I didn't. Know it had turned into poison. Dot, when I finally came home for good. Promoted to Brigadier General, early retirement package. Chest full of ribbons I never wore in front of them. I thought the worst was over. I thought we could heal. I was so stupid. Dot, the night of the dinner. Everyone kept touching my arm like I might disappear again. Look at our general. Uncle Ray kept saying, tipsy and proud. Emily sat across from me, knuckles white around her wine glass. Dot, every compliment I received. Her smile got thinner. Every story I tried to downplay. It was just paperwork, really. Her eyes got colder. I saw it happening and still didn't believe it. Not until she stood up, badge flashing under the chandelier, and said the words no sister should ever say to another. The backup officers she'd prearranged walked in right on. Q. Dot, she had planned this. Dot, my arrest was the main course. She walked me past the family photos in the hallway, me and her at 6 and 8, gap-toothed, arms around each other, and I felt every memory CURDO a Dot in the squad car. She finally spoke again. "You left me to rot in this town. You don't get to wear stars while I'm still cleaning up your mess." I looked at her reflection in the rearview mirror. "Emily, I sent you over $200,000. You never knew it was me." She laughed, bitter and broken. "Then you're even worse. You threw money at us so you wouldn't have to feel guilty. I wanted my sister, Victoria, not a ghost with a checkbook." That was the moment I stopped crying. Dot, something inside me went very quiet because she was right about one thing. I have been a ghost, but I was done haunting myself. The station smelled like burnt coffee and bleach. Dot, Emily sat smugly at her captain's desk while they started processing me. I stood there in my navy dress. Heels, handcuffs squinting under fluorescent lights, looking every inch the criminal she wanted me to be. Then Captain Harris walked in. He was ex-Army, retired after 2 tours in Afghanistan. I remembered him. He'd been a young lieutenant when I pulled out of a burning Humvee in 2011. I never told him it was my voice on the radio that night. He glanced at the arrest report, looked at the name, looked at me. His face changed. He came to full attention, saluted so sharply it cracked through the room like a gunshot. "General Thompson, ma'am." "We're here." Emily's chair scraped backward. "What?" Captain Harris turned to her, voice like gravel. "Sergeant, you just handcuffed the woman who saved my entire platoon. The woman who received the Distinguished Service Cross a month ago in the Pentagon. The woman whose face is on a classified wall of honor I'm not even allowed to talk about." He took the keys from the stunned officer beside him and unlocked my cuffs himself. "Charges dropped. And Sergeant, you're on immediate suspension pending investigation for abuse of power and filing a false report." Emily looked small suddenly. Smaller than I'd ever seen her. The smugness drained out of her like someone pulled a plug. She started to cry, ugly, angry tears. "I didn't know." "You thought wrong," Captain Harris said quietly. "And you didn't care enough to find out the truth." I didn't say anything. I just looked at my little sister and felt tired, not victorious, tired, walking out of that station. The night air hit my face and I finally breathed. The family blew up my phone with apologies, love. Horror at what Emily had done. I didn't answer yet. Some betrayals don't get forgiven overnight. Some sisters have to sit in the wreckage they made. But here's what I know now. Real power isn't the stars on your shoulder, Dot. It's the choice to keep standing when the person who should love you most tries to knock you down. Emily wanted to destroy my name, Dot, instead. She showed the world exactly who I am, Dot, and for the first time in 25 years, I'm not hiding it anymore.